Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie, the Metaphysical Crone, and I'm just a little bit excited, actually a lot excited, because I am going to do an unboxing today. It arrived recently. It's the CharmCast Plastic tiles. So I'm itching to turn the camera around and let you see what they look like and talk a little bit about them and how we could possibly use them in so many different ways. Here we go. Okay, so here we have it. Now, I have to confess, I have actually opened the bag. I did order 2 sets of these. It was a Kickstarter that I backed. I actually don't back Kickstarters very often. I'm always a little bit cautious that way. But this one looked so good, and she had already put out the metal cast charms. I thought, how could I not? And, you know, if you've watched any of my YouTubes where I do a mix of cards and tea coins and charm readings, you'll know I can't resist anything with the word charm in it. So I did order 2 sets of these. So I've taken out the set that I'm going to keep as my backup copy. And then I'm going to unveil this set today. Now, I have to say, this was a very smooth Kickstarter project from my perspective. I live in Australia, so these were coming from very, very far away. And I have to say, they didn't take very long at all. It was only a couple of weeks, which, considering, you know, I'm on the bottom end of the world, that's pretty amazing. But let's have a look. So this one came with a reading cloth. So let's look at that first. Smooth those out of the way. As you can see, I haven't even unwrapped this one yet. So let's have a look at it. I found that communication during the whole Kickstarter process was really clear. Lots of regular updates. So you always knew where things were at, which I thought was really, really good. So let's have a look. Oh, how nice is this? Folded with tissue paper to keep it protected. Rather like that. Let's open it up. So it's just plain black on the back. And I kind of like that idea, because if you are working with them, sometimes you don't want any artwork in the background. So I would actually use this mat as a reversible mat for the times when I just wanted to have a plain background. And certainly with the charms, the tarot charms, they would most definitely stand out. And then this is the mat itself. Let me just bring my camera up so you can see it a little bit better. So you can see it's quite a big mat. It has CharmCast Tarot Kickstarter, 21 July 2022, which is when it was initiated. And then what I like about this, it's got the 4 suits, or the 4 elements of each of the 4 suits. So we've got pentacles, wands, and then I'll bring it down. And we've got cups and swords. And I really like this swirly pattern. I'm kind of into spirals and swirls. So that's really nice. The quality, look, it's only thin, but it's nice. It's got a nice feel to it. And I feel it would wear very well with use over time. And then, as I said, I've just taken out one of the boxes so that we don't have 2 boxes to open up today. But comes well bubble wrapped, very safe. And then we have a couple of cards. So we've got the Sun card here, which is a little sticker. It's a little transparent sticker. I didn't realise that. So that's pretty. Let's get it on an angle that you can see it with the camera. So it's quite holographic. So that's rather nice. And then the card says, thank you so much for your support of the CharmCast Plastics Kickstarter. But let's get to the charms. So here you go. So they come in this sturdy box, plastic edition. Now, I believe the metal cast charms are still available on Amelie's website, But because I do a lot of readings and I'm mobile, so I, read at different at a metaphysical shop, so I'm carrying stuff backwards and forwards, and I also like to have a little travel kit with me whenever I'm out and about. So the metal ones, whilst I love the look of them, I thought they might be a bit heavy to carry around. So that's why the plastic ones really appeal to me. So they come in a lift-off box, purple on the back, thestoryoracle.com. So if you want to order some of these and you missed the Kickstarter, that's where you go, www.thestoryoracle.com. So let's see if we can, oh, it's a tight box, but here we go, it's starting to slip. Notice there are no little thumb grips, which makes it a little bit harder, but hey, I won't be using the box ongoing in terms of carrying them around, so that's not a big deal for me. And they come with a bag that holds them, a drawstring bag, and I'm just going to feel it's a little bit thicker material than the actual spread cloth that came with it. And then we open it up, ready for the big reveal. There they are. Look how portable that is. Now, as part of the Kickstarter, they come with this little holder, and the idea is that you can draw your CharmCast, your tarot CharmCast for the day, and then you could wear it as a pendant, as a reminder throughout the day. I'm just going to grab one. I'm just going to put it in backwards at the moment because I don't want to reveal them all yet, and see how easy it is to put. Yeah, that's really easy to put them in, and it's got the little hole there. So you can either string it through a black cord, which I think will look really good, or maybe a silver or gold chain. But yeah, so that works really well, really easy to take in and take out. So I'm just going to scatter these. As you know, when I do tea coins and tea charms, I just love the sound of mixing them up. So obviously, because these are in a bag, they're not coming in any order, any numerical or suit order. Now, I do read tarot reversed as well as upright, so these lend themselves to that really well. It's just too much. It's like playing dominoes, isn't it? Wow. Now, they're really smooth on the back. I do like the fact that it's, sorry, keep it in camera. I do like the fact that it's just a plain white black, white, with no black or anything on it, and then just the simple line drawing. But what I'm amazed about is this is the world, and I'm really amazed at how much detail is in this tiny, weeny little tile. Because when you compare it to a normal-sized tarot card, look at that. That just shows you how tiny it is. And yet, because it's a line drawing, because it's like little stick figures, it is actually easy to see the detail. I apologise if this is going out of frame, out of focus a little bit, but there we go. They're very lightweight. This one's a really, got the 5 of Cups here. I feel that even though these are like little stick figure drawings and line drawings, I do feel that they've captured the energy and the symbolism of each tarot card really well with the Ace of Wands there. There's even the small leaves of growth on it. So far, my first impression is not only do I think they're cute, I also think in terms of reading with them, they will be highly practical. And because I use more than one tarot deck for my readings at different times for different reasons, I could be reading with a tarot deck and then add these on instead of another card deck when I work with 2 or more decks. So what I've done is I've just stopped the camera for a moment and I've put all of the minor arcana in order for each of the 4 suits. So this top row is Pentacles. Then this row is Cups, then we have Swords, and then down the bottom here we have Wands. And so if you want to actually pause this video if you want to have a closer look, looking at the detail in them. If you haven't been able to purchase a set yet, then I encourage you to do so. For the size of them, they really are quite amazing. I'm just going to pop a normal size tarot card there. Have a look. There's your normal size tarot card. What did I pick up? Picked up the strength card. And look at that. So about 16 tiles, not quite make up a single tarot card. That's pretty amazing. Yet the images themselves are so clear. So I'm going to stop the camera again, and I'm going to put the major arcana in order so that you can have a good look at those as well. So I've sorted out the major arcana with the Fool running through from the Magician all the way through to the World. And once again, considering how detailed, some of these cards can be with symbolism and tiny little things on them, I think that honestly, Emily has done an amazing job creating such detail in such tiny tiles, and yet we can still clearly see. As a tarot reader, I would have no problem working with these tiles in order to do an interpretation. Here's the Sun. Very clear of the Child on a horse with the material floating and the happy sun. So I'm going to pop them all back in the black bag. They are just so lightweight that, to pop these in my bag every day when I'm out and about, it's great. And the other idea I like about these is if, you happen to be, I'm one of these people who sit at the beach and get my cards out and, do a reading for myself. Or sometimes I'm with a friend and I might do a reading for a friend while I'm at the beach. These aren't going to blow away that easily because, they are plastic, but lightweight at the same time. Well, I think my overall sense of these is, you might have gathered that already, is I think they are awesome, highly portable. I love the idea of being able to do maybe a card of the day and wearing it as a pendant to remind me. And I love this tarot cloth, even though it wasn't sold as a reversible one, if I remember correctly. The fact that it's plain on the back means that I can use it as a reversible reading cloth if I so choose. I do hope you found this unboxing helpful. I hope you found it interesting. I just love it when creators come up with exciting new ways of divination, and that's certainly the case with the plastic version of the CharmCast Tarot. Until next time, many blessings.